Here comes the two new tourists.
They look a lot better now.
Silly. Gosh!
Well, you couldn't tell guys are tourists, did you?
Oh, look now, look what he's doing now. Huh? See, that's why you don't want to be the last one out. That is so...
There's some goofs up there now. Out of the History of Medicine Museum. That's being a hand. Here's a dead transient in the subway.
This is how we enjoy the underground.
Your mom's going to test the,
It's just like getting a shock in the house.
It's still not bad.
just grab it.
Oh, shit. Told ya.
Just grab it, Mom.
I just did.
Oh, you didn't get a good feel for it, though. Come on, Mom, grab it.
Come on.
Ah!
Oh,
Yeah, it fixed her back. Hey! Her back's cured.
it's, you know what? It's alternating.
What?
It's
Alternating
on and
current?
off.
AC or DC? Mom, the cows learn after once, and you just keep touching it. We're out of here. This guy's had a few too many. Excuse me.
That's funny, his body.
Just gonna sleep this one off.
Forget my bottle of wine.
His dad always looks this sad when he sleeps.
You want me to go get it?
I can't get no satisfaction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grateful Dead.
Now you have to turn it on so we can hear it. The noise it's making.
Hey, Steve.
Excuse me, could you speak into the mic?
Right. Right. Here. Ah. Ach du Liebe. Ja. Don't fall off the chair. Das ist wahr.
Speak in German, Steve.
Du hattest
Or
recht.
speaking in Italian.
Here's Mom and Dad's booty.
Not in the house.
They're going to be explaining this in just a minute.
Right.
Okay, well, start talking.
Guten Tag. All of these souvenirs we brought back are not really souvenirs. What they are samples for an import business that we plan to open.
So I guess I should cut out that part about the souvenirs.
Yeah.
Vern, where is the cookbook? Oh, it's right here.
One from Bavaria,
Not to be confused with Germany.
and these from Austria. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one from Switzerland.
Actually, two.
And we got some small ones for children from Switzerland.
Alrighty.
Here we have some Edelweiss seeds that we brought back.
Edelweiss.
I'm going to show
The
you.
only thing that could be better is getting that eye flinch in there.
We got some new.
Oh, thanks.
We got some new.
Paul might want to try to.
Paul already tried it today. Some of them are gone. I know that. Wherever they went.
It's probably.
Okay, here's Grandpa Beckett. He came to visit. What are your impressions?
My impressions of this baby,
Mm-hmm.
he's the best. He's the greatest. It worked years to get one like this. Finally got it.
So, I want to get this on tape. Is this your cutest grandchild so far?
So far, it's the youngest and cutest.
That's straight from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
The cutest grandchild.
Look for yourself. I don't need to sell you.
All my
Just
kids,
look.
all my kids.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, it would.
He's got just a teeny little hand.
The Beckett Jarvis combination proved to be an excellent combination.
So far.
The genes in this child will give it a great advantage.
Dad, here. Lift your dad's. Dad.
Holy cow, that's when Grandpa's garage was cleaning.
Hmm?
If you tell him you want us to come up for a picnic here, I'll
Oh no, that's our
I'll
garage.
stop videoing. We'll get him all arranged.
Right.
I'll get back.
We were down to dance over there.
When it's
Like concerts.
raining, I don't see this. 'Cause it's in my sweet smile.
For babies. This was during the summer and we were married in November. Said we ever had a girl, I said,
We'll be walking down the
so
aisle.
there really wasn't a question.
She's got a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky.
Sing it, I don't know all the words.
When I miss my sweet Lorraine, or when I'm with my sweet Lorraine. Well, Paul played it for Melissa when he had all those songs taped and took her in this.
Well, I know,
In
but
this
I don't
car.
remember sing it now. I like to hear you sing.
I don't know all the words. I have to improvise.
You're kidding me.
I used to know them. It's been
You mean
quite a
to
long time.
say that you never really knew the words?
Yes.
Oh,
When it's raining, I don't miss the sun. It's in the sweet sun.
where's the tape for the big chip?
Huh?
Is this any good, Brennan?
Well, I brought it for you. It's the Moita
I know what it is.
thing. Picture. You pop the boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Hey, let me get dressed up. You're gonna take Father's Day picture.
These aren't Father's Day pictures. These are Sunday pictures that I always remember every Sunday. You got the rhythm wrong, Dad.
I got the wrong shoe shine rag.
Sing that song again.
Just a second.
Go ahead. Sing the song. Sing the song while you're doing the shoe shine.
Gotta give him a cue.
Give me a few
Shoe shine.
bars. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da, 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 da.
Have you in the corner of the fourth where the ball really got shoe shine stand. You charge you nickel just to shine what you hits a great big cloud with that. Pop the boogie with that. The shoe shine ball.
Mom, will you turn that water off?
It's a wonder that the rag don't break the way he makes it pop. You ought to see him fanning him. Where's Hippity Hoppity? I don't even.
This could be used as evidence when we go to commit him.
That's what you're doing, huh?
Let's see that shoe.
Spit on it, Brennan. You didn't spit.
This is the spit shine.
No, that's a shine. He used to say, "Boy, you want me to show you how to spit shine a shoe?" No, that's a shine.
Yeah, it worked. Hey, shut off the cameras. I'm not in on this thing.
Sure you are. You have a mother.
Huh?
You know, I could say.
I also
something
remember
about
every time we go to the MTC, Grandma always made the sweet rolls.
Yep.
Famous sweet rolls.
I could make
Nobody could make him a
something
sweet.
about each one of you guys, including all my daughters.
Now, were all the wives going to do it too now for their mothers?
Oh wait, can I say one last thing that reminds me of Mom?
Sure.
The last thing is that reminds me of Mom is when you're on the phone and you've really got to hang up. You say, Mom, I've got to go. This is a long phone call. I've really got to go.
But wait a minute.
And she'll say, okay, I love you. I love you. Tell Tracy hello. Give your kids a hug for me. Did I tell you what I had for lunch today?
Let me tell you what I made last night.
You'll never guess who else does that, though.
You.
No, you take that.
You are terrible.
Just one more thing, Paul. Just one more thing.
Wait. Oh, we all do it. Dave. No, don't even.
Mom, roll your tongue for us. At least do that.
Oh, her eyes are flickering. Zoom in on those eyes.
And that laugh when she tries not to laugh. The subdued laugh.
Over the years, Dad, but there's one thing I learned all by myself. Your car won't go over 100. Just kidding, Dad. This isn't a true story. It easily goes over 100, except for the Suburban. When it gets up to, what, 7? Love you, Dad. For all Paul and Melissa. And the little guy. Thank gosh. You shouldn't have done.
Where's your golf club? We gave him a golf club too.
Oh.
Knock it off.
The camera's shaking so much.
You want to try laugh at it just watching?
He looks like he's in more pain than he
He's riding in pain. Hey! Brushing his eyebrows down.
Oh my golly.
Tears are just streaming down his face. Go ahead. You know, if we played this without sound, you wouldn't know if he was laughing or crying. And so then she died.
Except he kind of trembles.
Where's Mom? And I'm looking right at her. Look right at me. Until she looked right at me. Until she looked right at me and she said, I'm sorry. There must be some mistake. I felt so stupid.
I'm sorry, what?
She said, I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. I felt so stupid.
Did you get all that laughter out of your system? You'll never laugh again.
foot in and put this hand here. Put that hand there.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to put you down in my pocket. Every once in a while, just so I know you're there, I'm going to go.
Every time I do this.
That's it.
Do it again. Do it one more time. Do it one more time, Grandma.
Okay, you want to get in again? Get scared in my pocket. Get scared? Put one pocket. One foot in. The other foot in. That arm here. That arm here. Put your head down. And every once in a while, so I know you're there, I'm going to go.
Samuel, show Grandma knock it. What about Zachary and the unborn kids that we've got? And
Yeah, we're gonna have 20 of them now. That's not the idea.
All right, all the girls come right here.
I don't know. I found it right here.
You ready, Mindy? Shh. This is from Grandma Henny's church.
Don't drop it. Hold on, put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket.
I think she left a few athletic supporters for the boys.
That would be special.
I'm going to get something special for you, and I want to tell everyone.
Can you hold up one of those handkerchiefs, Mom?
I don't want anybody to
Mary.
touch any of my flowers, because do you know what? I'm going to buy every one of you a special flower that you
Other
can
side,
find
Mary.
in your yard.
Turn it over, Mary.
You won't want anybody to hurt your
Turn on the other side and hold it up.
flower. Is that okay?
Mary.
All right?
Mary,
Did anybody hear
turn it the other way around. Yeah.
Don't pick the flower.
in our New York?
Is that yours?
Hey,
Something that doesn't
I'm
die.
going to bring something over to Mr. Stan.
Not yet, not yet.
Huh?
Take her what?
Don't tell
When
me.
you put your dog.
Will you promise not to tell me?
Excuse me.
Seriously.
Did you get your dollar?
I wet the letter like that, then I stamp my name. Now I got to put a design on there that I like. Let's see. I kind of like.
No, that's not mine.
Okay,
Sorry,
now watch.
I got it all done and then I just crossed it out. It's like,
It's a cow head with feathers.
You got it out. Ooh, migraine anybody? This is darling. Let's see.
Guys, here's the fun party. And Christy has done so much, and she even thought about making baby quilts for all those who have had babies or have conceived in 1995. Would you raise your hand so I can pass out your quilts? What?
I knew it.
Nice one, Dad. Hey, nice one, Dad. See, you can do it.
Pretty fast.
It's fun, isn't it? Just makes you feel like a kid again, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Do you want to go again?
No,
Why?
I just want my hat.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I'm going to film Tracy.
Just a second. Did you film the cake, Steve?
Take off your hat, Grandpa. All I can see is the top of your hat. That's it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
Okay, we're gonna do Ghost Riders. Let's do the cake. Cowboy riding out. and all. When all at once a mighty herd red I Calvary saw. He's all through.
No, I don't.
My old buddy shop.
Card that Grandpa made for Zachary. Now he's going to explain it because we don't understand it.
Okay,
Wait, let me focus. Okay, go ahead.
okay, when Zach was a baby guppy, he had to wear diapers. And his little gups were just
His little gups.
Yeah. When he became 2 years old, he became a toddlefish guppy. And his gups were a little bigger. Gup. And he wore shorts. Now he's 3 years old. He's got teeth. He kicked the diaper habit and the shorts habit, and he just lets it flow.
So now he doesn't wear any underwear
He
at
doesn't
all.
wear any underwear. He's a full fish, and he's 3 years old, and he's the big fish guppy.
Now,
And he goes, "Gah, gah."
Mom, what time do you have to have Dad back at the center?
he's not getting any more day passes.
By the way, Mom, who does your hair these days? Oh, it's not down anymore. You had your hair a minute ago was. Mom?
What? Stuff all over my face. What did you do with the yellow coloring?
I threw it away. It was gone.
That's why the pie is that color. You use just a drop.
Oh, if I'd used a drop, it wouldn't have been quite as green, huh?
No, it would have been yellow.
Oh.
It'll have
There's
to go
Dad's
outside.
cranberry salad.
It will have to go outside. It will need to be covered.
Dad, you're a cranberry success. Hello? Hello? Did you enjoy making cranberry salad?
Yep.
Oh, and Mom made butter.
And butter.
She's so proud of that butter.
Is this going to film the whole viewfinder or just the,
At least I did something.
I don't
Everything
know.
in the viewfinder. Oh, at least she did something
just that
right.
little box?
Yeah, but my pie tastes better than that butter. It's too salty.
It's good.
It's not
Like
so.
We're running out of tape. Tape light blinking, blinking.
Oh, it is not.
Huh?
I got super wet. That hurts.
Okay. Now you've each got a stem for your. So you have to kind of hit it a little harder.
Too hard.
Oh, no. See?
You're making belts?
Okay, now you got to be sure. You got to be sure that eagle is straight up. Like that.
Your belts?
Yeah. Now hold it down here. Don't. Now, if that's not heavy enough, this hammer's heavy. You got to hit it right there, square, and hit it pretty. Don't hit your hand. What?
How old are you?
What did he say?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yes, and it quit working, and now it's
Is that
working
true?
again.
Your address.
What's your address, Grandpa? 5185 South, 1150 West, Riverdale, Utah. And I'm really 61, going on 62. I just look 21.
Go ahead.
Okay, on behalf of the Beckett Archery Association, I'm happy to present you with this gold Sacagawea dollar for hitting this bullseye.
Yeah, I was trying to aim for the one.
You don't have to tell them.
Well, what do you say? Do you have any words? Do you have a speech for us? I'd like to thank my dad who raised me to be such a strong young lad.
No. Grandpa taught me how to shoot a bow.
Yes.
No, I taught you.
No, my grandpa did.
All
Grandpa
right.
Beckett taught me how to shoot a bow.
Notice he come out here and right off the bat.
Say about your trip here.
Yes.
What would you like to say?
What I
Marvelous.
have to say is that this place should be a place where all Latter-day Saints should come to gain an appreciation of what our pioneers sacrificed for us.
Okay? has changed
Oh, and it's so
greatly
beautiful.
in the last 51
It's
years since I was here.
such a memorial and a monument to them, the things they've done.
You know, it's been 50 years since I was here.
You can go. Goodbye.
Bye.
Tell her, or you tell him what his son did. I'm sure he learned this. What?
Well, Grandma, I'm filming you now. How are you doing?
I think I'll take a picture
I'm
of the
living.
whole.
You told me you were lazy.
I am.
Well, that's
Okay.
good. It's okay.
Are you taking a picture?
I'm taking a video picture of you. A moving picture.
Oh, one that moves?
Yeah. What do you think of your son Schlumpy over there?
Sloth.
Me. She probably doesn't like me very well.
Well, you look good, Grandma. You look great.
Thanks.
Sure. What was your, I was telling the boys about how you got that Indian name, you and your sisters.
Yeah.
What was your Indian name?
Well, I didn't have the Indian girl had the name of Indian.
I thought you were Velma Spotted Wolf or something.
No, that
Did I get the story
was a couple
wrong?
of Indians out in Nevada that Grandpa stopped to pick or give them a ride, and one was Evelyn Yellow Robe, and the other one was Velma Trotting Wolf, and they were both smashed and to the eyeballs, and they told the cops when the cops picked them up, they killed old John. I guess he was her husband. She said, "Old John killed himself last night." Remember that story?
But didn't Grandma get a nickname out of the deal? Grandpa Beckett thought that was funny. He every time he told that story, he would laugh and laugh and laugh.
I know. I don't know you had an Indian name.
Well,
No, that's I got confused.
My mother knew an Indian girl,
By the
and she
name of-
liked her real well in Pocatello.
Oh.
And she gave me the name of Vivian
So
because,
that's because you're named after an Indian?
yeah.
Oh my heck, I didn't know that.
Well, you heard it first here on Beckett TV. Did you know that Grandma played basketball in high school?
Yeah.
She did.
Do you know I also did a lot of ballroom dancing?
That I know that you and Grandpa.
That's pretty hard to dance on a ball, isn't it?
I didn't dance on the ball. I danced on a nice, slick, hardwood floor.
Who was your Grandma? Who was your favorite band leader when you were a kid? When you were younger? What bands did you like?
Well, the one I knew most about was Emery Hanson's, my brother-in-law's.
Up in.
He is married to my half-sister.
Uh huh.
Didn't you like Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys?
Oh, yes, I liked them, but I couldn't dance to them.
How about like Tommy Dorsey or?
I liked all of them.
Go down on the San Juan Blue Mountains in southern Utah. We were down bow hunting, and we were in a cabin tent. Anybody know what a cabin tent is? It looks like a house, a cabin. And all it had was a flap. Didn't have a screen and a zipper or nothing like that. And we were sleeping, me and this other guy were sleeping. And he had a box of our groceries right near the front of the tent. And right in the middle of the night, he wakes me up. And he says, "There's something in our tent." So we turned on our flashlight, and lo and behold, it was a skunk, almost as big as that one over there. And he was going around inside the tent. Scared the tar right out of us. And we didn't know how he got in, but we figured he must have gone over the edge of the ties that tied the door, that tied down the flaps. And so he says, "What should we do?" And I says, "Well, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to lay here and play like I'm asleep, because I sure don't want to get him riled up." And so we just laid there, and pretty soon he went over to the flap, and he went right up over the strings, and he took off. And so we went back to sleep, and we thought, "Oh boy, that was a close call." And then about a half hour later, we heard a noise. We woke up, and there's two skunks. He brought his buddy back. and they were running around inside that tent, and I'll tell you, I almost died because I was afraid he was gonna pee on us. But
Leave a little trail.
we were lucky. We did a lot of praying that those skunks wouldn't get agitated and let us have it. So we just kind of laid there, but we thought we better do something to let them know we're not happy. And so we said, shoo, shoo, shoo. And we kept saying that. And pretty soon they went and left us.
Why didn't you just let your natural odors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not afraid, just like this one down here is not afraid.
No, I mean your natural odor.
Why didn't you let the skunk have it? Like getting
That is enough out of you.
If you get a hammer and if
Now.
you got a hammer and get it, like, here, skunk.
I received it as a Christmas gift when I was 16. I know he asked me about every year. Hey, you know what happened to my 22?
Mom, I got an idea. Mom, why'd you...
Where have you been?
I've been waiting for her purple popsicle.
Do you want this on or off?
Either one. Let's see it off. That's true. I haven't got that on film.
You know what they did to her this morning? They put the thing up at the top.
Sexy
so
mama.
she looks like all the girls were doing ponytails, and so they put her bandana in a ponytail.
Oh yeah,
So
I want
looked
to see
like
that
a
one
Kleenex.
again.
This back door's been open all
I
day.
know. I'm glad you liked it. But...
Yeah.
So, and the arm?
It's a nasty fracture.
No, it's not backwards.
Did you get to see it
Surgery.
on the?
Well, I go in at 8 o'clock Monday
what
to
I
see the doctor,
So,
and then
yeah.
they'll set up the time.
Just no
They
pay
call it
attention.
an elective surgery. Well, I would have elected right now to have it done.
Wow.
First, as my
So now you can't move any. Can you move your fingers even?
Hoping, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
this
Supposed to
where
get
is
that
Jim?
ring
That's
off
good.
I need
right
Jim
Oh.
pretty bad.
Oh, because it's swelled.
Do you want to sit
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna
How
actually go
can
in
she?
on
A
the bed.
tourniquet. Well, she's got
But
a.
4 or 5 years.
I can't believe it that he found them. I don't know what he's doing.
How many years?
Grandma saved her purple.
Seriously,
I was gonna
20?
buy- huh?
No, like
Ye-
4 maybe.
They've been
I was
lost.
going to buy a metal detector so I could
Let
find
me
them.
see
I was so
what they look
upset.
like.
And here they are.
They look like
Let's
they've been
see.
through the flood, but it's
Wow.
been since then, huh?
Look, the key from Germany's almost worn out. No.
You're not going to
Are you
kitchen
taking my picture?
Maybe.
I didn't give you any permission to do that.
I know.
Kitchen is slippery. Do not walk in the kitchen.
That
Yeah, do
is
not
so
let
funny.
mom in the kitchen. Yeah, don't
That
go in
is
the kitchen.
amazing.
Please. Don't walk
We-
in the kitchen. I don't want mom.
I figured this is the easiest way to save your inside of your cabin and inside the trailer.
Dad is the melon guy.
Good thinking, Grandpa.
Let me tell you, there's orange honeydew, green honeydew, cantaloupe. I can't remember what this one kind's called.
That's a lot of melon.
That's a lot, and I haven't even got the cassava yet.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
Huh?
Thanks
What?
for cutting all the melon.
Oh, you're welcome.
Was in the, they used to have this lamp that was this big orange globe
Yeah.
that
Nice.
hung down in the kind of in between the living room and the dining room. Dad walked through there one day. He popped his head up and had a little metal point thing on the end of it and got him right on the top of his head. And he grabbed it and he said, "Why does this dang thing always have to be here?"
Shook it
He
like
didn't
a
say
child.
dang.
I thought.
He said Carrie's favorite.
But he shook it.
Ooh.
Dad, that was funny. You gotta admit.
Grandpa, it's Grandpa.
the rage he took out on that.
Wait till I tell you what Grandma did before we were married and we were up
Okay.
No, don't tell us any stories like that.
We don't want the skeletons coming out of the closet.
Okay. It's not that bad. It's just that I'm going to get even someday. It's not really a rebuttal. It just tells what El Diablo does when...
Did you just call Mom the devil?
Did I say that?
They didn't have the gender correct.
I don't speak Spanish, but
Here we go. We were going together, getting very serious. We were going to get married. We were engaged. She goes to Idaho with us, and my Uncle Orion, who is my mother's oldest brother, tells her to come around by the bathroom window where I was taking a bath and stick the hose through the window and turns on ice cold water. It comes right down on me and I just about had a heart. That's why I have a bad heart.
I was in the pool. I was in the pool.
And that's why these guys got guts. That's where she learned that. That's all I'll have to say. Now we're
Not sure. And so he wanted, what did you want me to buy?
Cigarettes?
Popsicle or some dumb thing. So I pulled into like a 7-Eleven and said, now you stay there. Just stay right there and I'll be right back. So I got out of the car, went in, bought the stuff, came back, and Paul was gone. Now this is a kid who had just been under anesthesia. And he was gone. And I didn't know where he was. And where were you, Paul?
Hiding behind the building.
Scared me to death.
She got me back though. Then she took me home and then she was supposed to go get the pain medicine. I don't know where she went. I think that was the last time I actually cried because of pain. I was in so much pain.
Wait,
Well,
he was where?
It took an hour to get my pain medicine. Tell me what you remember about your wedding day.
It was on November 17, 1960.
I'm not telling you.
We're coming up on 50 years here, you know.
That's right.
48 years this year.
And what I remember was when I got through eating the cake and the reception, I fell asleep. I was so tired.
You don't remember it? You don't remember anything about the temple or
Yeah, I remembered all about
what
it.
Elder Christiansen told you or any of that?
I
Yep.
don't remember that.
El Rey Christiansen at the time was the president of the Salt Lake Temple, and he married us. And years later, he came to our ward with President Kimball to dedicate our ward. And so I liked him so much, I went and took a Polaroid picture of him and President Kimball. Well, I went and had them developed, and I took them to Salt Lake.
They were Polaroids, weren't they?
Yeah, they're Polaroids, and boy, they did a beautiful job on
Oh,
them.
they enlarged
Now,
them?
President Kimball, they just sent me a note and thanked me because I couldn't see him because he's a president of the church and I'm no better. But El Rey Christiansen wrote me this big long letter, and I still have it. And he says, "You are such an excellent photographer. Would you be our personal photographer?" And I was so embarrassed because I didn't do anything special. I just took an old Polaroid camera and took a picture.
But it was a contest winner.
Was it good?
It was.
Yeah. And so that's kind of interesting, I guess.
But that wasn't your wedding day.
What do you remember about?
How did he die?
When I was a little girl, about Savannah's age, no, Ellie's age, or Stuart's age, my mom and my grandma were outside hanging up clothes on the clothesline to dry, and it was in the winter, and we had a fish pond out in the backyard, but they brought the fish in and put them in an aquarium so they wouldn't freeze. And when my grandma and my mother came in the house, I was standing on a chair with my hand in the fish bowl, and I had bit a goldfish in half. Except I didn't bite it totally in half. It was almost dead. And they said, "Why did you do that?" And I said, fishy bite me, I bite fishy. That's it.
And that's when Grandma decided that she loved seafood.
Okay, a couple more questions, then we're going to end.
All right, what do you wish you'd known when you were in high school and also early adulthood that you know now?
What?
What do you wish you'd known when you were in high school and also early adulthood that you know now? What do you wish
Maybe I just
I
wish
know,
I would have applied
I know
myself.
that if you honor and keep the commandments, you'll have miracles in your life. A lot. And I found that out in the last few years. I've had prayers answered, just like that. Let me tell you something. What I found out was that I have a testimony not only of Joseph Smith, but of the church being true, and I have a very strong testimony of Christ and Heavenly Father. And most of that has come since we've worked in the addiction recovery program. I used to be critical of people I'd come in contact with. And I found out when we got into jail and we saw some of these guys that were really, I used to call them losers, because they were on drugs, they had tattoos and things in their ears and all this kind of stuff. And one night I was giving one of the lessons on the 12 steps of recovery, and it just came into my mind, and I told these guys, I said, you know, every one of us here came from the same place. We all had the same Father in heaven. When we came to this earth, every one of us was kind of on an equal status. Some of us were born in better homes than others, but the choices we made determined what happened to us. And there aren't really any bad people in this world. There's people that make bad choices. And ever since, when I look at those people, I don't judge them or criticize them anymore, because you look at a person and you think, boy, and then you get to know that person and you find out they're really a decent person. But Christ was even, he wasn't comely. They said that he wasn't desired of man. In other words, people didn't flock to him because he was a good-looking man. They flocked to him because of his spirit. And I'll tell you this last thing, and then when Mindy can stand there for a minute, and I'll tell you what happened. When John had to give a talk in seminary, I guess, or a report on Joseph Smith, and he come to me and he wanted to know about Joseph Smith's life, or what was the deal with him of being a prophet and stuff. And so I went to the scriptures and I took the Joseph Smith story and I opened it to him and I started reading in his own words. He told what happened to him. He told how the vision came about and how people persecuted him. And I got to that part where he said he didn't understand why all these people were so against him and wanted to take those places. They called him a gold seeker, and they really wanted to hurt him, and they did, and a lot. And I've read since then, and I don't know how he made it. It's only because he was a prophet. But the time I got my testimony up was when I was reading that to John. I had this really warm feeling came over me, and it made me really start crying, because I felt, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt the way he probably would have felt when all these people were against him, and they calling him a liar and calling him names about trying to, what were some of the names they called him? They called him a gold
Visionary, or not visionary, that was
I can't remember all the names. Go read that.
Gold digger, visionary,
Gold digger, yeah. And stuff like
There
that.
were lots that they called him too. Because the doctor that the Liberty said some horrible things about him. I mean, basically, he was a liar and a cheater. There were some horrible things that were said about him.
But after I read that and read that to John, we were discussing that, I knew right then, I had no doubt that he was a prophet to open this dispensation, and everything he told us and everything that he did was for our benefit. And then it came out later that he's done more for mankind, save Jesus Christ himself, to this world, or for all humanity. And all of you, if you haven't sat down and read that part in the scriptures, the Joseph Smith story, you need to do that.
Here, aren't you? That's awesome.
I got 3 slides.
So cute on him.
I got not watching stuff and watch Harry Press and stuff like this.
Okay, all the girls.
All the girls. The boys on one side. That was really funny. Everybody jump. 1, 2, 3. I'm like,
All
oh,
the
please
girls.
let's not.
All the
Okay.
girls.